Okay, how's everybody doing? I haven't done a live video in a while because I've been really busy working. So now you know. Let me go ahead and sign in. And I hope everybody out there is having a good day today. Oh, the weather out here is great. It's going to be about 68, 71 degrees today. And the world is still spinning. A lot of people claim that we live on flat Earth. Do we live on flat Earth? The internet has brought us so much theories that sometimes you can't call them conspiracy. Sometimes you have to think that they're real. Did the man land on the moon? I'll let you think about that and answer that question yourself. The future is a very dangerous place right now, people. Very, very dangerous. I'm going to tell you why in a little while. But right now, we just want to go ahead and say hi to everybody. We got Walker, Unbleached, James Brown, Versatech, Sean Matrelli, Spock 1590, Slavic, Pruskowski, how you doing? And Chevrolet 402, Big Block. All right. And then we got one called Crash, Road, and Burn. We got James that just came in. So today we're going to get a little geeky and we're going to get a little off the wall situation. And the reason I'm saying that is because I have been studying this AI, artificial intelligence. And I haven't just been studying the artificial intelligence. I have been researching it pretty heavy because, now this might sound stupid to a lot of people, but I want to write a book about my life. Now, the reason I want to do that is not to go out and sell millions of copies of this book and try to be a Stephen King author. But I want to write it so I can make a memoir or, I guess, a diary of my life for maybe possibly my grandchildren or great-grandchildren to read, to find out who I am, what I was, this, that, and the other. So to do something like that takes a lot of time and a lot of word searching to use the correct words and the right sentences and all this other bullshit that it takes to do something like that. So I got on the internet and I asked AI, write a book with AI. So I found this program and it's called Type AI. And I started using that. Now, this is the weird situation. When you talk to this AI, this artificial intelligence being out there that's planted, inside your computer or wherever the fucking thing comes from, it talks to you like your best friends and knows you very well. So you start out by asking it questions. And then it starts answering. And then it starts asking you, like, give me an idea of what you want to write about. So then you tell them, well, I want to write a book about my life. Oh, that's great. How do you want to start this book off? Then you start out by, starting out your first paragraph. And then they ask for more and more until you actually get down to the point of, now you're actually writing a book. But this is the thing. You can have them basically write a whole book for you with only your suggestions, or like I specifically told the AI being, I do not want you to write the book. All I want you to do is put the commas and this in and the periods and maybe clean up some words or remark the words where they sound hawkish. So this being started doing that. Now, when you're talking to this thing, you're kind of like talking to a human being, but it's not a human being. It is a artificial intelligent thing. I mean, it's hard to explain. It's just very weird and unusual. So then I start researching AI, and I find these videos on YouTube about the AI takeover, and that by 2030, there's going to be a new AI, and it's going to be called artificial general intelligence, which is not developed yet. But let me tell you what, there's 10 top tier world people that are working as fast as they can to create this thing called artificial general intelligence. And what it says here is not currently available for general use. An expert prediction on when it will be achieved very widely, ranges from within the next few years to several decades, with many forecasting its arrival in the late 20s, early 30s. So by 2030, this AGI will be created. And what happens with AGI is now the artificial intelligence isn't just a fragment of the computer, but it now has taken the intelligence of a human being that could create this fast. As fast as our brain works is as fast as the artificial intelligence works. Now, they're not going to use this for the computer so you can write some goofy-ass novel or some stupid book, all right? This is going to be used in robotic industry. That means that robots are going to have the capacity that you used to watch on television. Like, let's go ahead and say Terminator, the movie Terminator. They're predicting that these robots will have the intelligence of a human being and far beyond human being capabilities within several years from now. Now, I never liked Elon Musk. I always thought that Elon Musk was weird, shady, and very disturbing human being to me. That's what I think of Elon Musk. I believe that this guy, if there is a hell and a heaven, that this guy is related to hell. That he and his other 10 cronies that are involved in this are creating a powerful source to take over the world. Now, you can sit there and say you're stupid and you don't know what you're talking about, but I'm going to tell you right now, if you stop watching stupid TikTok videos and you stop watching YouTube videos of no-nonsense bullshit and really start paying attention to what this AI factor is going to do, not to America, but to the whole world. And I believe that the world leader governments, including the United States government, is involved in this AI takeover. Now, this sounds really stupid, I'm telling you. You're looking at me, laughing at me. I'm sure I'm going to get a bunch of stupid comments as well. But this is a true fact deal. Hundreds and thousands of jobs are going to be lost throughout every industry that you can think of. There's not going to be many jobs left. The human being race will be forced to live like cockroaches and to be, what can we say, human slaves to the AGI, you might say. As of right now, the further technology into electric vehicles, there is less mechanics on the market. How many mechanics do you know that can take a Tesla into their shop, diagnose, and actually literally repair that vehicle just like they could a Chevy truck or possibly a Jeep or a Volkswagen Bug for all that? So the higher this technology gets, the more useless a human being will be to the world. Another thing is we've been seeing lately is a lot of talk about aliens. Aliens coming into our world and coming down on us and going to take over. Well, possibly the AI and the AGI that Elon Musk and other leaders in the industry. And let me see where we're at here. Hang on, I got a bunch of windows open that we're going to go over. And I know this is a boring subject, but it's a subject that really needs to be looked at by the human race, okay? And when you watch these videos about the AI takeover and all this other stuff, it really is a scary situation. Not for me. I mean, I'm already in my mid-60s. There's a lot of people that watch my videos that are in their 70s, maybe up in their 80s, and even into, let's just say, your 50s. But what you really need to worry about is if you have children, grandchildren, and farther on. Those are the ones that are going to suffer, not you and me sitting out in our garage, slapping some Bondo on a fender and sanding it and waiting for tomorrow to get here so we can do it all over again. Let's get back to this AI shit. So I decided I wanted to write a book. And it sounds kind of quirky, I'm sure, and people are probably going to laugh and all this other bullshit, which I don't care. That's, fine. You can do that. I've actually had a couple people read the book, and, well, I haven't got the whole book, just, several pages. And they said it actually, is a good action. But the thing is a lot of people out there that are writing these books, and I'm using the book for an example, you might say, of what this AI shit is doing. It is actually making people lazy and worthless. So you get on this thing. Now here's one, and I'm not using this. I just was gathering information for this video. So here's one. It's called Squabbler. And you ask this Squabbler AI, they say, what kind of book do you want to read? Give us an example and give us the structure of what the book should be about. So you give it all this information, and I just came up with this random story. And what I just put in there, I want the title to be The Wolf and I. And then I wrote a paragraph and I said, I want it to be about two children that find an old, almost dead wolf, and they bring this wolf back to life, but he's really, really old and decrepitated. And then their father finds out about them taking care of this old wolf and kills the wolf. Then I want the story to lead into the children that if he can kill our friend, the wolf, then we can go ahead and kill him. Now, I did this on purpose to see how destructive and how vile the AI would go to create a story of two little children murdering their dad, poisoning them, and watching them sit there profusely, diabolically sitting down on the floor watching their dad die. Vomiting at the mouth, blood coming out of the eyes, compulsively moving, and the children are sitting there biting their fingernails and watching this happen, all because of an old dying wolf that they saved and their father didn't approve on. So, within 5 minutes, and I told him, I said, I only want the book to be 10 to 14 pages long. Within 5 minutes, less than 3 minutes, this AI comes up with a story of what I described. I want to show this to you. There it is right there. It even came up with a book cover. And let me go ahead and zoom in. There's the book cover that it came up with, The Wolf and I. And then we're going to zoom out. And here is part of the story that it came up with. This is the summary amidst, okay, it's called Discovery Amidst Emerald Hughes. Now, how they came up with the last name Hughes is beyond my imagination. It's like they know my last name is Hughes, but I don't spell it that way. So I'm going to go ahead and read you a little bit of this AI book that they wrote from my idea. And I'm not writing my book that way because if I did, the story would not coincide with my life of what really happened to me. It would just be something they made up. So this is the book, and I'll just read you random parts of it. The world is perceived through a wide, embellished eyes of childhood, often possesses a luminous quality, a shimmering veneer of enchantment that softens the edges of reality. For Elra and Finn, the forest that fringed their family's modest farm was not merely a collection of trees and undergrowth. It was a kingdom, a boundless expanse of whispered secrets and hushed adventures. Today, its emerald depths beckoned, with an irresistible allure, a siren song of an unexplored sunlight. A celestial painter streaked through the ancient canopy, casting shifting mosaics of light and shadows upon the vibrant. It goes on and on. Finn, ever the bolder of the two, led the way, his small hands parting ferns as tall as his waist, his eyes the color of the summer sky. The sheer density of the vegetation created an unworldly atmosphere. And then it just goes on and on with all these big, exotic, describing words that to me is kind of boring to read that kind of stuff. You know, when you're reading Fringe, their family's modest farm, and what else were they? He's barely disturbing the fallen leaves. Her hair, the shade of spun honey, was often caught by stray branches, but she paid it no mind. Okay, this is the thing. Right now, in the point that we're living today, you can get on your computer, you can ask your computer anything you want, and it will tell you what you want it to hear or what you don't want it to hear. You can Google anything, and artificial intelligence has already started their metaphoric transformation into being the leader by doing stuff that is way beyond your imagination and knowledge. This fucking thing wrote a book, a whole book, and you can tell it to write 500 pages and it'll do it in 5 minutes. So if the AI can do that now with just a couple words that you give it, think of what it's going to do in 2030 when it's AGI, Artificial General Intelligence. It's going to take over the world, just like the movie Terminator. People will not have jobs. People will not work. Okay, hold on. We're in Zoom motion here or something. There we go. Okay. All right, I think that's a lot better. Sorry about that. We were really getting down and dirty there, weren't we, guys? So anyway, what I'm trying to say is even to this point today, Elon Musk has robots in his factories. In his factories, he has robots that are literally cooking lunch, cooking breakfast, and doing humanic tasks that you and me would do normally. It's fucking unbelievable. I don't like Elon Musk. I think Elon Musk is I don't know, okay? Elon Musk is something from the out of the ordinary to me, and I just don't trust him. Yeah, Kevin Berinsky here says, I always thought Elon Musk was really different. Yeah, he's different in a lot of ways. Are these people chosen to do this? Are we just the pawns and the ants that live in the ant farm? And Elon Musk and his 10 cronies are the real leaders of what's going on this place we call Earth? It's very fucking scary once you really start thinking about it. And I know a lot of you don't really give a shit because that's the way you are and you think this is all bullshit. But I'm going to tell you right now that by researching this and finding out what I found out about artificial intelligence and what artificial general intelligence is all about, a hypocritical type of AI that can perform any intellectual task a human can. Meaning it can understand, learn, and apply knowledge across a wide range of tasks. Unlike narrow AI, which is just regular AI, which is designed for specific functions, AGI, like writing a book, for instance, you get on this thing called Squabbler, give it some information, and it'll write a book or help you write the book. Okay? That's regular AI. And now they're even calling it narrow AI. They're not even calling it AI now, which is designed for specific functions. AGI would be able to adapt to new situations and perform tasks like complex problem solving, creativity, and understanding natural language of human-like depth. The true AGI does not exist yet, though researchers are working very hard towards it. That means 24 hours, 7 days a week. These people, I don't know what the fucking deal is with these kind of people. What kind of concept do they have in their mind to create an artificial being to take over mankind? What would draw a human being into doing that? Why would somebody drive their force of magnitude of thinking and ability to create a robot that will literally put the human fucking factor of life in the gutters and in the sewage department? And that's one reason I don't like this Elon Musk and all his buddies, is because Elon Musk and all his buddies they can all go fuck off, okay? It's bullshit. It's total fucking bullshit. And I think it's crap. You know, Elon Musk isn't the only one. Okay? The top 10 AI leaders in the world, Chris Beatty, I don't know who the fuck that is, special advisor of chairman of AI transformation, Andrew Ng. Okay? He gets, this is how much he gets every year. This is his revenue every year. $19.3 million revenue every year for creating AI. All right, Elon Musk, $500 million a year. Okay, he's got his own thing called XAI. He's working on another one called Gork. Gork's the robot that's XAI is going to be implanted in. And the list goes on. But the number one leader, okay, let's go down to this guy, is Sam Altman. He's the number one leader, and his revenue is $12 billion. $12 billion. That's his revenue. And he's the leader of OpenAI. He is a pioneer, meaning he helped create it, transforming it, and everything else. Okay, you get the idea. Okay, let's, move on. So these people are chosen and picked by something somewhere to do this, while you and me are just pawns out there keeping the wheels spinning so the world will work. All right, I'm here fixing people's cars so they can drive them. You're doing what? What are you doing? Are you a plumber? Are you unclogging a toilet? What's your angle of what you're doing to, do what you do in the world to help out? I mean, it's fucking bullshit, people. But anyway, I just thought I'd bring that up because the jobs, I've been thinking, what kind of jobs in 10 years, what kind of jobs are going to be available for human beings? I don't know. I don't know what is going to be available. I mean, as far as I know, in 10, 15 years from now, my job's going to be taken over. A robot will come in here, grab a snap-on wrench, unbolt a fender, and put the fender back on. Kevin Berinsky says it all started from computers. Yeah, that's right. Computers have been around for more years than you think. Where it really started is with the internet. All right? The internet is what really started all this bullshit. It hasn't taken me long to actually research the AI world. But when you really get involved in it and you really check it out thoroughly, I mean, it gets pretty scary and you start thinking about the Terminator. Now, another thing that they're doing is they are looking at all these movies that are made of this type of stuff, and they're gathering all this information, what the characters in the movies have said, and they are putting them up to what's going on now, and they're finding out that in these movies, a lot of the shit that went on in the movies is now starting to go on now. So, yeah. Here's another artificial situation called processed food. 40, 50 years ago, we didn't have all these fucking additives and all this crap in our food now. If you went and bought a steak, it was 100% beef. If you went and bought potato chips, they were made with oil or whatever. Now they got so many preservatives in them and so many additives that you don't know what the fuck you're eating. You're not even eating a potato chip anymore. I mean, it's fucking bullshit. And I'm going to ask you a question. Is this coming to Armageddon? Is this the end of the world? Is this where God is going to come down and select the few that he wants to go to heaven and be with him and leave all the ruthless scumbag piece of shit people behind? I don't know. But something's going to happen, not in my lifetime, of course. Like I said, I'm at the age where, it's not going to happen with me, but it's very interesting to read about and to check out and to realize that the world is, it's fucked up. It's a fucked up deal. Our governments are fucked up. Look what's happening in New York. They got a Muslim running the state of New York now. A Muslim. A baby killer. Okay? Muslims are people that are ruthless and volatile and violent. And now the state of New York has voted in a Muslim to run the state of New York. I think that's worse than California with the governor they have there. That's what I think. I think that the free world of America is turning communist. 25, 30 years ago, if this happened 25 or 30 years ago, all these people would be arrested and thrown in prison for communist actions. Now, we see all these volatile violent fucking leaders taking over. Look at the Democratic Party. They have the government closed down. Of course, they're, saying it's all the Republicans doing, which it's not. And I'm going to go ahead and wake everybody up here. And if you don't believe me, you can look it up yourself. Back in 2019, Donald Trump signed a bill. Well, I'm going to go ahead and look it up so I can tell you what bill it is. Hang on one second. And Donald Trump signed this bill, okay? When the government opens back up, okay, all of the unemployed government workers that aren't working right now, and this includes all the people on SNAP that aren't getting their SNAP checks and all their government amenities, they will all get those when the government opens back up. Yes, government workers are legally guaranteed to receive back pay for the period of a shutdown once it ends. The Government Employee Fair Treatment Act, which was signed in 2019, ensures that both furloughed and accepted employees will be paid for the lapse of their standard rate, with the payment issued as soon as possible after the government reopens. So while you and me are out here slapping Bondo on fucking metal, working 7 days a week, and only are guaranteed pay for what we do, all these government workers that are sitting on their ass watching Bozo and eating Cheerios in the morning are going to get paid when the government opens. So do you really think they want the government to be open? Do you really think all this fighting over the government being closed, they really give a fuck? They don't give a shit because they're going to get their paycheck anyway. The longer it stays closed, the more time they got to go be a van lifer. And I've also read articles, and I'm not looking it up. You can do that yourself. You're not a dumbass. You're on here, aren't you? You figured out how to get on here. This is the real deal, people. Even if you fucking wake up and you work your ass off, the end is coming, bitch. It's coming. I can tell you that right now. I thank God that I was born when I was born, and that I have the memories of my childhood all the way to present in my body and my mind. That I can relive my experiences, whether they were good or bad. I am very proud of myself to keep that knowledge with me all my life. And for me, writing it out on paper, not using an AI to do it for me, but using AI as a tool to guide me and use the proper wording and the punctuation. Because the first thing that this AI thing did, after I wrote probably, I would say 5,000 words, is that it read it within less than a minute. Okay, let me rewrite that for you and clean it all up. And how do you want me to make it? Do you want me to make it a thriller, exciting, sorrowful, and all this stuff? I don't want you to do shit. I want you to read it and look it over and help me write it. I don't want you to write it. Right now, the AI is your friend. Do you see how they ease into you? Do you see how they creep into your clothes and then into your body and then eventually into your mind? They become your little hidden friend. They become that thing that is going to be your best friend of the whole world. Nobody else can take their place. And eventually what's going to happen is all these people out there that rely on this AI bullshit to do everything for them are going to be the worthless cockroaches that hide in the fucking gutter. The only people that are going to survive through the AI destruction, the AI takeover, because that's going to come. It's coming. Trust me. It is coming, people. Are the ones that are going to wake up and say, fuck you, bitch. Those are the only people that will survive this. If you fall predator or bait, you might say, to this fucking thing we're going through with AI. Yeah, I mean, look at here. Here's the real deal. And I'm going to go ahead and play one for you. This is bullshit, okay? And I want you to hear this. Hang on one second. They have AI generators that can create music. You don't need a guitar player anymore, okay? You don't need a professional guitar professionalist to create a tune. You don't need that anymore. You don't need a drummer. We don't need a bass guitar player. We don't need a lead vocalist. We got AI to do it for us now. So the only thing that a guitar is going to be good for is what I do, a hobby, a pastime. I'm bored. Let me get my guitar out and play a couple little strings or possibly restore one. As far as being a professional guitar player, those fucking days are over, people. It's over. And I'm going to fucking prove it to you right here. This is an AI-generated song that was created by some AI-generated thing. So hang on a second. Okay, I got to get all this rigged up. I want you to listen to this. A lot of people don't watch TikTok, which I don't blame you. It's bullshit anyway. But you really got to listen to this. Now, what's going on right now with this AI music is that there's these TikTokers out there downloading this program, and they are taking rap songs or rock songs. They're making them into blues, okay? They're making them into blues songs and other type of songs. And here's one right here. I want you to listen to this. Here we go. Hang on. Damn it. Okay, listen to this. Now, what you're listening to, this is a song by a guy named Tupac, and it's called Dear Mama. It's a rap song. Can you hear that? Okay, now here's a song that a lot of you know. This is a song by the Eagles. This is called Take It to the Limit by the Eagles, AI converted into an AI generated song. So listen close. Let me turn it up so you can hear it. Now you can see Eagles, Take It to the Limit. So are you getting the fucking picture here, guys? Is it making sense to you now? I can go on and on. Here's one with, I don't know who the fuck this guy is. Oh, Conway Twitty. I'd still play the full 1950s style. This Conway Twitty. Everybody knows who that is. Okay? Look at here. So it's a song that they took. And I mean, it just goes on and on. It's fucking insane. So you're telling me in 5 years from now that they're going to need guitar players and they're going to need percussionists and songwriters and all this other stuff, they ain't gonna need all that. Because the AGI is gonna do everything. And all you're gonna be is a portal to sit there and fucking listen to it. You think I'm full of shit? You think I'm a dumbass? This is fucking real shit going on here, people. Okay? Real fucking shit. That's just one example of what the fuck is going on with AI. They are going to take over the music industry. You can bank on that. All right? And I'm telling you right now. So what are we going to do to overcome the AI crap? What are we going to do? Well, I'm going to tell you what you're going to do. You're going to put down whatever the fuck you're doing right now. And you're going to look at that picture over here. Do you see that picture right there? And that is only going to be the only resource that you're going to have to escape AGI. Now, there's a lot of single letter terms for AI. And when you start reading about it, then you start understanding it. And you start watching the videos, you understand it. But let me go ahead and tell you something. Music industry is already being taken over by AI. You don't believe me, do you? Watch this. Watch what I do. I'm going to set the camera down here, and I want you to fucking pay attention. Okay? Let's go ahead and set it up so I can do this. Okay, so there's my screen. Now, I'm going to get this program out called Squabbler. Let's see. Hang on. Okay, so we're going to get Squabbler up. There it is right there. All right. I'm sorry I'm not high tech and everything. So what does that say? Turn your idea into a novel. All right. I don't want a novel, though. I want to write a song. So I'm going to put on here, I want to write a song. I want to write a song about a poor woman that turns into a cockroach. I want it to be short and sweet. Okay, do you see what I just did? Now, I don't know if this is going to write the song because this is about novels. All right, so let's go ahead and generate that real quick. Gathering information. Watch how quick this goes. Watch real quick. Now, I said I want to write about a woman that turns into a cockroach. I wanted to write a song, so it's outlining it. It's going to take a minute or so. It's writing the content. Do you see that? Now, it's not going to show us all of it because they're going to want us to open an account. But we're going to be able to look at the first paragraph. There you go. And look what it's got here. Now, this is about a book, see? So it's got the cover, the metaphors of a poverty. And then it's the metamorphosis of poverty, echoes of emptiness. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and read you. Now, like I said, this is about a book, but pretend that she was writing a song. A matter of fact, fuck that. Let's do this. Let's do this, okay? Let's ask the computer, AI generator for writing a song free. Okay. Okay, Murica, AI song generator. Let's look at that one. Now, this is a song generator this time. Okay, that's not the one I want. I want them too. Oh, this is actually a song generator where you put your own lyrics in, the style that you want, the song title, and then they make the music for it. Wow. Ha! Look at that, guys. Look at that right there. It's going to create the music. So you write your lyrics in here. And we don't want an instrumental. And then you put the style, how about, well, you know, blues, rock, whatever. And then you put the song title, and then it'll say create. Okay, let's go ahead and do this, okay? Let's just do it real quick, like. I got to get to work. I work for a living. I'm not an AI, but yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Okay, here you go. Watch this. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do this. We're going to put in some lyrics. Okay, so I just made up some bullshit words. Mama was a bad woman in life. She looked for love and never strived. Holding on to her own without any love. It was hard times like a bad glove. Let's go down here. What style do we want? We want it to be, no, we don't want it rhythm grooves. All right, let's do that. We're going to put the title as Mama. Okay, so let's create. Okay, so now it's telling us to sign in, so we can't do it, so fuck it. You get the idea, though, okay? You get the idea. This is the new gen fucking, it's bullshit. That's what it is, guys. I can't fucking believe this. So let me read you a couple little signatures. Remember that we're going back now to the squabbler. And I wanted it to write me a song lyrics, but it ended up writing a fucking book. The air in Enray's room was a thick, decaying shroud woven from the persistent dampness that clung to the peeling wallpaper and the stale exhalations of countless forgotten nights. It was a scent that burrowed into the lungs, a musty perfume of neglect that spoke of lives lived in the state of perpetual surrender. Within these four walls, time itself seemed to congeal, its passage marked not by the turning of seasons or the flicker of the clock, but by the deepening shadows that screeched. The deepening shadows that stretched like skeletal fingers across the grimy floorboards, and the gnawing ache of Anya's belly that served as her only reliable chronometer. What a fucking joke, man. Did you just hear that? Did you just see that? That's an AI book. These professors at these colleges, they're wising up to this AI bullshit. And yeah, what a fucking insane situation. So let's get back to the end of the story here. And let me tell you something, people. It's a real shame that there's not more people believing in this right here. There's more people that are interested in the artificial intelligence, the AI, and getting on Google, asking Google questions, when you should be asking your own questions and answering them yourself. Put your trust into that right there. Put your trust into it, and all the answers you need will be in front of you. Okay? You will have everything you need if you have that in your life, Jesus Christ. I'm going to tell you right now, you better hunker down and you better believe that Jesus is real. Because when the time comes and you don't believe now, you're going to wish you listened to my friend Pete. I'm going to go ahead and say one more thing. I picked this up at an estate sale. It's a beautiful little statue of one of my favorite people in life, which is Santa Claus. And I'm going to keep it on my desk right here so I can look at him. And what we're looking at here, we're looking at a bag full of gifts. That's a bag full of gifts that Santa Claus is offering you. Santa Claus is offering you that bag of gifts. You can have that bag of gifts, but he's not just going to give it to you. Because you're going to have to realize in life that waking up every morning is that bag of gifts. Seeing the sunrise is that bag of gifts. Going to bed at night with a conscience is in that bag of gifts right there. The food that you eat when you wake up in the morning throughout the day is right there in that bag of gifts. Because God has put Santa Claus in your life to provide that bag of gifts for you. So, is Santa Claus real? You're fucking A-right he is, bitch. And don't ever think he isn't. He's an angel of God that provides for you every single day of your life. When you go to the doctors and get that colonoscopy, and the doctor comes back and says, I found a polyp, but we got it out and it wasn't cancerous. That was a gift from who? When you wake up in the morning and you don't have the flu, and you can breathe easy, and you didn't lose your sense of smell or your sense of taste, that is a gift from who? AGI is real. AGI is coming. For those of you that will be here when AGI takes over, I have pity for you because you're laughing and you're acting stupid and you're not believing. When 9/11 happened, here's a little example of me, okay? When 9/11 happened, I was already telling people it was fake. I was already telling people that our own government did this. Now, we're not going to go into the reasons of 9/11. We don't give a fuck. But it all happened because of our government, not because of some guy named Bin Laden that never showed the body of him dead, we never seen anything about this fucking guy. And there's two people out there that claim they're the ones that shot him. Okay? When I was a little kid in front of the fucking TV, we were watching the moon landing and all the bullshit going on, and I was laughing. My mom came over, smacked me on the head, and asked me, what the fuck are you laughing about? I said, that's fake. Ain't nobody landed on the moon 6 million miles away. 1968 or 7 or 9, whenever it happened. Bullshit. I've been saying that my whole fucking life. Now all of a sudden, you got all these videos out and all these people telling you, oh, it wasn't real. That was fake. Now they're saying that the spacecraft that blew up in space, up in the sky, that had the 9 astronauts on it, that they're all still alive. They're not even fucking dead. It was all a hoax. I don't think NASA's real. I think NASA is a bombarded fucking program that the government puts money into to hide so they can put it into their pockets. It's their little sandbox of joy that they can play in to make it you and me think that these fuckers are in outer space. There ain't nothing on Mars. There's no fucking camera up on Mars. I want to tell you where Mars is. It's called Hanksville, Utah. I've been there. I made a video about it. People laughed at me and Minnie going out there and showing it to you. I can make a horror movie in the mountains called The Trees Have Eyes. And I can get my fake blood and my hatchets and my hammers, and I can wrap Minnie's hair out and have her running through the fucking trees and me chasing after her and throwing blood on her and make a horror movie to make it look real. It's fake, people. The only thing that is real is the only way that you're going to get anything in life is two fucking things. That right there, Jesus Christ, and this. And you know what this is? The fucking hand that's going to feed you so you can go to work and get your food. Fuck the government and fuck SNAP. You got people out there that have been on the SNAP for how long? They rely on this shit. It's fucking bullshit. This is Pete, my friend Pete, your friend Pete. I got two people in my pocket, on my shoulder. One of them is this guy. Okay, right there. Actually, this guy here, right here. No, hold on. Let's do this right. So this guy would be here, and then the other one is over there. Okay? Where are we at? Right there. That's all I need. That's all I need. Okay? I don't fucking need $10 million in my bank account. I don't need jack shit. And I always try to tell everybody this in my videos. Nobody listens. Okay? Nobody fucking listens. And the people that actually do listen are too fucking old. They're already set in their ways. And the future that is coming forth is not going to harm them like me. It's not going to harm me. It's kind of like the government shutting down. They ain't doing jack shit for me. When the government's open, they ain't doing jack shit for me. The gas prices are still $3.60 a fucking gallon. Food prices are still fucking going up. They're still adding preservatives into processed food. I don't see nothing changing by having a different president in office. Nothing. The only thing I see is getting rid of all the immigrants that flooded our country. That's like the big top story of the fucking times. So I'm not going to sit here and depress myself by reading and listening to government talk, because that's all government shit is for, is to brainwash you and to depress you and make you believe that you've got to follow them. There's only one person in the whole world that you need to follow, and that's Jesus Christ. That's God himself. Fuck Trump. Fuck the government. Fuck Obama. Fuck Pelosi. And fuck the government shutdown. Fuck off is all I can say. Fuck off. Believe in this. This guy right here. That's who you need to fucking believe in. That fucking guy. Because that's the only motherfucker that's going to give you that bag full of fucking presents that you think you deserve every day. That you take advantage of. Stop taking advantage of every breath that you take in to keep your heart pumping. There's reasons why you're here. You need to figure those out and use the potential that you have up here and put them right here. That's what I do every fucking day. Okay? That's what I do every day. Here, we'll go ahead and do this. There you go. Okay? There you go. Ho, ho, ho. We love you, Santa. We love you, Santa Claus.